All right, here we go. We're back. Number 2 podcast of the Fanboy Lair. We finally got a name. We're going to stick with that name. We figured out now we're going to start doing our podcast. Hopefully posting every Monday afternoon or at least Sunday night. Still working on that. People got lives, but we're trying to do this every week. I'm not Jay. I'm here with Rel. What's up, bro?
What's going on, good brother?
Yeah, I'm chilling. Yo, dog. What's up with the smooth, dulcet tones, man?
You know, smooth jazz, WJJZ.
I hated that dude, dog.
You did?
I hated that ball, man. But anyway, we got, we back. Finally going, we got, somewhat better equipment now.
Somewhat.
It looked up.
There were no mics before. We were talking like little speakers on a recorder.
So. Well, baby steps, as they say, right?
Baby steps. I mean, we look so official sitting here with our Lego playset sitting in the middle.
Oh, dog, that's what it is. Can't wait. I'm going to get the camera set up so everybody see the Lego John. But, so basically, welcome, everyone. You wanted to talk about the Nintendo Switch, so this is your court. I watched it. I'm like, I want it, but it's like, I really didn't see anything that make me want to buy it. So this is balls in your court. You had fun with this one. Go ahead.
So I want to talk a little bit about the backlash that Nintendo's been getting in regards to the Nintendo Switch. I mean, it's a little older now. It's been a few weeks. Everybody's had time for it to settle in. But I think the main problem with the Nintendo Switch is that everybody's like, the launch lineup sucks. And I'm like, well, the launch lineup sucks for just about every game console that comes out. Presentations for when a game console is unveiled, a lot of them are bad. The PS4 Pro was just boring.
Well, can you consider that a new system, or that's just a reiteration of it?
It's a reiteration, but they wanted to market it as something that could actually, stand up to Xbox offering with the Scorpio, and it can't. So,
yeah,
there you go. There's that.
I don't know. I watched it. I'm sitting here like,
now the presentation. I mean, I don't want to sit here and say it's horrible because it was done in Japan. So you have to take it for what it is.
Those translators sucked.
They said the guy went off script. It was a script written up. He was supposed to say certain things. He didn't say those things. He went off script, and the translator was just like, fuck it. Literally. I mean, he couldn't keep up with him. He's like, now he's literally listening to what he's saying and trying to say it back. But,
yeah.
He's speaking so fast. It's live. The guy's probably sitting there, sweaty palms, nervous. But the presentation was just all over the place. I mean, I personally think they should have waited for the launch and not have done it May 3rd. There was really no need to because there's nothing else. I guess they didn't want it around the launch of the Scorpio. Is what they didn't want to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, you're putting it out on March 3rd and it's already not marketed to compete with that stuff anyway. So, I mean, I probably would have pushed it back so the launch lineup could have been a little bit better. The launch lineup would have been way better.
Yeah, I'm not a big Zelda fan, so I don't.
Well, see,
I didn't get all hype. Oh, Zelda, all right, well.
That's the biggest flaw in my opinion. It's not the console. It's not just the launch lineup. It's the fact that the title that's supposed to move their console on day one is something that you can get on Wii U same day. So it's like, well, if I already have a Wii U, why do I get a Switch?
Yeah.
And then people who don't have a Switch is, why should I get a Switch? I mean, I think the idea of the Switch is already fantastic, but the battery life and the price point were the main two things that I said that it needed to hit.
Yeah.
And it hit the max for its price point, and the battery life is so-so. So my biggest concern with the battery life, and I put up a little article about this on the fanboylair.wordpress.com.
Yeah, good plug. Right? Look at the plug.
See the plug? But my biggest concern about the battery life is that it's so brand new. Now, what happens? For Legends of the Breath of the Wild, it's saying about 3 hours of off charger playtime. So, what happens if 2 years from now developers really get used to using the Switch and tapping into the hardware and pushing it past what it normally can do?
Yeah, and the battery.
And now you go from 3 hours to an hour.
Yeah, it's just like a freaking.
It's like a cell phone that gets updates.
Like the Galaxies when they first come out, you get a whole
fantastic.
Yeah, then you get a couple apps.
Yeah, exactly. And as I say, they update it to death. Literally, they update it into the ground. Like every update is a step closer to it being inoperable.
Yeah.
So those are my biggest concerns. Like it's gonna get the games. I think, trust me, they say the third party support was like non-existent, and I'm like, no, the third party support is they need developers that are going to come out and make games for it. The drawback of the Nintendo Wii and the Wii U is that it all relied on a gimmick. Now, the gimmick that the Switch offers, right? It offers motion control, but it also offers traditional gaming. It's saying that just about every game that you play, right, can be played with a traditional Pro Controller or the Joy-Cons into the Joy-Con grip. Yeah. So if every game can offer traditional play, there's no need for the gimmick. The system does the gimmick by itself, which is
being portable.
Being portable. It does that by itself. If the developer doesn't have to do anything for that, I think they'll be okay. You know, I think that developers will see this as a way to, maybe if I port my game to the Switch, people will buy it because, you know what, now I can take this game on the go. Yeah. So that'll be another buying option for me when I think like, all right, you know, do I want to buy this game on this system or do I want to buy it on Xbox 360? I guess, or Xbox One rather. I guess they think power, you know, is what drives it. And not everybody, but some people say, you know, oh, the graphics are going to suck. But who cares? I mean, one of the best games I played in the last, I don't know, like 3 years was The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, and that's a 3DS title.
See, again, I don't play 3DS games. Yeah. Well, I would probably get one for Pokemon and Mario. I mean, Luigi's Mansion.
But yeah, those are some great games. Like right now, I literally have 50 hours in Monster Hunter Generations.
No, see.
You know what I'm saying? It's a great game. It's a fantastic game. It's real light on storytelling, but it's really fun to just run around and hunt monsters, and I think that's what they're going for. They're not marketing their console to compete against Sony, Microsoft.
But yeah, that's one thing I can say Nintendo hasn't done since this, since PS2, maybe?
Yeah, just about with the GameCube.
Yeah.
The GameCube wasn't as powerful as the rest of them, but it could support ports of the other games.
You know, only got the GameCube for one game.
Yeah.
And that was Resident Evil 4.
And then it came out for PS2 like, what, a year later?
Yeah, look, dog, I can't see a year in the future. I wouldn't know. I still remember that day. I was in Willow Grove GameStop. And I'm sitting there playing the joint on the demo. Like, yo, this shit's sick. Yeah. Turned around like, yo, how much this joint was? $99. Let me get that in this Resident Evil 4. Let me get that right now.
GameCubes went down in price rather quickly. Kind of like what the 3DS did. Came out 6 months later, got a price drop. But some people think that too. Now, the next concern for the Switch that came out of nowhere is the pricing for the accessories. These things are going to set you back a lot.
Well, how much are they?
Well, a Pro Controller is $79.99. That's a problem. Let me see here if we can pull up the Switch website here and actually just run down a list of all the controllers and like all the accessories. I can tell you right now, it's way too much. It's way too much. But like the Joy-Cons left and right, they're like $50 a piece. And
so hold up. You have to buy a right one and a left one, or they come in pairs
together for like $80 as well. So don't quote me on all these prices.
Yeah, I see. I got it up right now on IGN.
Yeah, if you look at some of those prices, you're gonna be like, you're out of your mind. It's $90 for an additional dock. The Pro Controller's price is just outrageous. Not only that, but pre-orders popped up and they sold out in hours. If you want to do it online, the GameStop in our local area had 3 left when I went there. But I was like, you know what? I don't want it because I want the Joy-Cons because those are a little bit more accessible. So yeah, I'm trying to stick with the Joy-Cons. That is a problem. It's like if you want someone else to play arms with you, you know, it's going to go back to the days where, hey, look, you come over my crib, you want to play my game, then you better bring your controller.
Bring your sticks.
Or else I'm going to go get this off-brand Madcast controller when it drops and play with that one, but it's not going to feel the same. So, I mean, that's on you.
I can honestly say I'm glad Mario doesn't come out until like the fall.
Yeah.
Because only reason a Switch will be in this house is because of the wife. I don't play, you know, the games that would normally go on Nintendo.
Yeah.
You know, the game I'm looking forward to is Red Dead Redemption and The Last of Us Part 2, which I know I'm not getting until 2018. So I still have...
Oh, you're 2018? What, for Red Dead or
Last of Us? I think both of them.
Yeah, I don't think you'll get Last of Us in 2018.
I think you're going to get I believe 2018.
We'll see when E3 rolls around what what they show.
Yeah.
The Sony press conference, but you got a trailer for a new game that was done 2 years ago. So,
Yeah, I get that. I know. Trust me, I understand that. Shit, didn't they do it, a couple months after they was done part 1?
Yeah. And
But, again, right now, as we're talking, they're working on it. Well, not now. It was 1 o'clock in the morning.
But
No, where they at? California?
yeah.
Who knows?
So.
They got...
Well, what division of Sony makes it? That's the thing. I don't know.
I have no idea.
What am I talking about? I'm so stupid. It's Naughty Dog.
It is. I thought it was Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
So like,
what division is? Well, they are owned by Sony, aren't they? Or no?
I don't know.
I have no idea either.
They may have an exclusive contract with them.
Someone will tell us. If anyone listens to this, they'll tell us.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
All 7 of our listeners.
All 7? I thought it was like 3, but we'll get there anyway.
But rule of 3s, dog. So you divide it by 2, carry the 1 3. There you go.
So my thing is for the Nintendo Switch. The only thing I wish they had done differently is wait until the fall to release their system, and they could have led the charge with Mario Odyssey. That's a brand new game. It's exclusive to Switch, and that will be their system mover. Instead of trying to use The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is a Wii U game being ported to the Switch. It seems like every game that's coming out for the Switch on launch is a port, and that is a problem. So someone who has a PlayStation 4 can play I Am Setsuna, Disgaea 5, and stuff like that.
Skyrim.
Yeah, and if you have anything that plays a video game, you can play Skyrim right now.
Yeah.
So those are all drawbacks right there, and I don't even think Skyrim's a launch title. So
yeah, I don't think.
And then the one of their follow-up titles is going to be Mario Kart 8 that comes out in April, but that's also a Wii U title.
Yeah.
So the system is really being marketed to people like me who only have an Xbox One.
Yeah.
I only have an Xbox One. I haven't got a chance to play any of those other games. So a Switch is beneficial for me. But for someone like yourself, who's not a Zelda guy, has a PlayStation 4, so it's not like you can, if you're super into JRPGs, it's like, well, I can buy this guy 5 right now.
Yeah.
As I'm watching this presentation, I can buy this guy 5 and be finished before the system even comes out.
Exactly. So that was my whole takeaway from it. Yeah. Like, I watched it because I won't say, kind of now you can say it's our job. We're trying to grow this, so you got to pay attention to what's going on, but it was that other part of it, the consumer part of me is like, I'm not buying this shit. Yeah. Not right now.
Yeah.
I'll wait until, if I don't get it the fall, which more than likely sometimes knowing how Nintendo is, by the time it comes out in March.
Yeah, March 3rd.
March 3rd. Mess around. By the time Christmas rolls around, they have a bundle that's cheaper than it was when it first dropped. Or be like $50 more and you get 2 games and 2 controllers and whatnot.
Yeah, a lot of people were complaining about that too. There was no packing game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, when was the last time you got a packing game though?
It was from Nintendo with Wii Sports.
Oh yeah. Well,
the Nintendo GameCube, they had like a Super Mario Sunshine, but even still, that was like, I don't think that was a day one.
I don't think that was day one.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you guys feel like you're entitled to a package.
No, they still want the Underground CD. That's why everybody want the Underground CD that came with the PS2.
I don't know why they stopped that. They should have just put a section on PlayStation Network. That's where their demos are.
Yeah.
PlayStation Underground section. But yeah, like, I don't know, people felt as though they had to get this packing game with it, which I don't think would have been a bad thing. If they had added a packing title, they could have added like Snipper Clips, which is a silly sounding game, but there's that where you have to like cut out different images.
It could have been that nut ass.
Or 1-2 Switch. I think that's the dumbest name.
What was the joint they had with Rochambeau? It looked like it was gonna be. It looked like I thought it was seriously gonna have rock paper scissors and shit.
I think you're talking about 1-2 Switch.
That's what that is when you like it was draw and shit like that. Like,
that was a game of 1-2 Switch. 1-2 Switch is going to be like, they want that to be like the new Wii Play, like the new party game, or not Wii Play, nobody played Wii Play, Wii Sports.
Yeah.
They want that to be like the new party game that you take to, to all the houses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I love they should have marketed a little bit more on the go, gaming system instead of the rooftop parties.
Because they know the fucking game is, you only get 3 hours.
I know, but I mean, like, I'm not going to any rooftop parties. It's not that I know of.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to the hood and pulling that shit out like that.
Exactly. I'm not going to be on the subway on the orange line.
I'm not going
like that, playing my 6.2 inch screen game with my red and blue Joy-Con.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not.
Be on the market Frankfurt, like, no, I had to put this in my pocket when I get past Kensington and Frankfurt and shit, like, oh.
As soon as you started ride past like Susquehanna Dolphin Station, you're like, hey, you know what's getting a little sketchy.
Yeah, let's just put this up right now.
I'm gonna switch back.
I'm gonna save this.
But yeah, I mean that's all I really had to say about it. I mean, I don't think people should give Nintendo such a hard time. Wait, before I stop that, I mean I forgot about the online. Now people are hating on the online because you have to use a mobile app for chat and game invites. The only thing I'm gonna say to that,
I like that.
I mean, it's cool. Remember, the system is mobile.
Yeah.
Time to go mobile. But the only thing I'm going to say about that is wait until that comes out before you get your judgment. Also, the trophy system. Everybody wants a trophy or an achievement system. They're like, why doesn't Nintendo have that? It's been in the Xbox 360 since blah, blah, blah. My thing is, do you really need it?
Dog, my whole complaint about the trophy or achievement system was, when I first got an Xbox, I thought, oh shit, I get these achievements, maybe I can cash them in for something, like a suit for my avatar or some shit.
Yeah,
it's nothing. It's bragging rights for people who probably don't even look at that shit. So
exactly,
I don't care. Like when people, I platinum this game. They be like, I platinum this game. I don't give a fuck. Like, I ended it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's something additional to do, but it's still just a normal game. It's still just a normal game. So, I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal if it doesn't have it. I don't think it's a big deal if it doesn't have it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, to me, it doesn't do much of anything. Like I get achievements, but I guess it's for the people who do like the trophy hunting and stuff like that. But there are still things inside of the game itself that you can do. It's just like playing, speed runs, and like I remember playing Ocarina of Time, and I wanted to get you got like the Giant's Knife, but I wanted to get the one that was unbreakable. That was an achievement to me. You know what I'm saying? Doing something like that. Yeah. Other than that, you're right. It's just bragging rights.
The hell was that?
Sorry, there's a cat for some reason just decided to become active while we started recording.
Just water. Fuck it. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Are you done with your Switch diatribe?
Yeah. With all that being said, I'm still getting one day one, or at least I'm gonna try to. So
I mean, did you get it? You didn't reserve it though, right?
I didn't reserve it.
You did? All right. Well, fuck it. You getting it?
I reserved it. I got my red and blue Joy-Cons attached to it, so it's gonna look stupid as hell. But I think that's really unique for the system to have a little bit of color to it, since it's just a drab gray. Yeah,
but I mean, for me, I just wish it was just 2 blue ones or 2 red ones.
Yeah,
it's bothering me so much.
Blue?
Yeah, just
you know why they did that, right?
No, why?
Player 1, player 2. That's why they did that.
Oh, fuck all that, man.
Because those 2 controllers can act independently of each other, and you can actually use those to play games that'll support it. So,
it still bothers me.
Like once you switch, it'll. Yeah, I mean, when
Rochambeau. That's what that. I swear they was like, yo, they about to have a virtual rock paper scissors.
Also, I guess No More Heroes 3. I haven't played any of them because I mean, I'm not a Nintendo guy. I can say that right now. Like, I just recently got back into Nintendo, but like the last Nintendo console I went out and bought, like around the time of launch, was a Nintendo 64.
I've never. My younger brother, he's in the Nintendo.
Yeah.
Only reason we got a Wii U is because the wife wanted it. I didn't care.
Yeah.
And when we got the Wii U, only game I played was Wii Sports Golf.
Yeah.
I was like Tiger Woods. I went and got me a red polo, some black slacks, dog. It's on. You ain't want no work.
Yeah, one of the biggest downfalls of the Wii U was all the things that the gamepad was supposed to do. Like, it had like a TV guide function and all this crazy stuff into it, and you're supposed to interact with the Wii remote and the gamepad.
Yeah.
But people thought like it was just an extension for the Wii and not actually like a brand new console. But that was like an HD gaming console.
Yeah.
But it came out a little too late. I'm like, you released an HD gaming console that's as powerful as an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3, barely, or I'll just say Xbox 360. But the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 were like right there. And I'm like, you're a little too late in terms of power. And then you added this gimmick that it took extra work to do. And this is where I get that third party, disconnect.
Yeah.
You can't, your console won't survive in terms of sales without third parties. But, I mean, if you want to survive in North America, like, you need Electronic Arts, even though, I mean, they're not the best company in the world. You need Electronic Arts.
But they always have the best sports game worldwide. They always do.
They do, yeah. FIFA. Yeah.
FIFA is...
And that's the thing. People are like, oh, wow, they got FIFA. And I'm like, that's a really big thing.
That's a big fucking deal.
I'm like, you do understand that Madden may be bigger in America, but FIFA is bigger everywhere else.
Everywhere. FIFA as a company is fucked up. But, alright, dog, we spent almost 20 minutes
talking about a Switch.
Yeah,
well, let's switch to something else then.
I really wish I could edit that out.
No. We're leaving that in, and we're leaving the kitty in.
Ugh, God. Alright, so, next on the docket, you wanted to, again, another passion project of yours, the Power Rangers trailer.
Because I'm a diehard Power Ranger fan, Super Sentai fan. So that new trailer came out, and it looked more phenomenal. Yes, took you back to 1993 with that one. But a lot of that itself is
my only issue is Goldar. It's still
my thing is it fits well in the context of the movie.
He's just a giant gold statue.
Hey, like I said, if it fits well in the movie, I won't mind. That's where people. And then my biggest complaint is one of the complaints I was seeing all over, like YouTube comments and stuff like that, where it looks too alien. Now, Super Sentai isn't alien, but Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was alien. Zordon was an interdimensional being trapped in a time rift. Rita is like an evil, like
space witch.
Exactly. They're all. It was all dealing with like stuff in outer space.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this movie taking those alien origins and like bringing them to the forefront really shouldn't be that much of a problem. And they say like, oh, the Megazord doesn't look like a Megazord, and I'm like, well, what exactly does a Megazord look like? Because in every season, the Megazord looks different.
Yeah.
I mean, they have some
at
really
least it
you think they have some really ridiculous looking Megazords, and like the newest series that came out just aired the first episode last Saturday is Power Rangers Ninja Steel. You want to see a ridiculous looking Megazord? Wait till they introduce Lion Howl. I have no idea what they're going to call it in English, but that's what it's called in Ninja in Japan. And when you see that Megazord, it's like a giant, like moving, like stone statue lion that's all red. I was like, where do you see that? Now, even these Megazords that they use now, it is controlled by Shinobi Maro. I don't know what they call it in America. I haven't watched the episodes yet, but Shinobi Maro is the Red Ranger's Zord, and he controls the Red Ranger Zord controls the Megazord, which they call Shurikenjin in Japan, and it actually sits in the middle of it and controls the Megazord that way. So if that isn't weird enough for you, I don't think like this movie Megazord should be a problem. I think it's really the nostalgia factor.
Yeah, and that's all it is. Everybody,
yeah, it's like
just the same way everybody exactly. Everybody got all up in arms about Ghostbusters. They got up in arms about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which they were right about.
Yeah, that was a bad movie though.
But I was with it until the aliens.
Yeah, you want to talk about left field? That wasn't even from the same planet.
Yeah,
literally.
And the thing is, were they aliens? They're supposed to be from another dimension. Alright, I digress. Yeah. But I liked the Power Rangers trailer. Yeah. You know, I liked the little comedy part. You know, where's these colors? I'm blue. I'm black. No, you're not. No, you're not. Yes, I am.
I'm black. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Seeing as they playing off of the whole thing that happened. Apparently, they didn't know.
What?
This is I'm going to say it's unconfirmed right now, but I listen to somebody named Lankara. He has a page called Atop the Fourth Wall, and he does a history of Power Rangers where he digs and finds everything he can about a season, and then he gives his commentary over the entire season.
Yeah.
And he said that when they were doing the casting and assigning the colors, they did not notice that the black guy was the Black Ranger, that the Asian female was the Yellow Ranger. They didn't notice those two.
Oh, wow, they didn't put 2 and 2 together.
They did not, but you do see that when they got new casting in, that the black girl was the Yellow Ranger.
Yeah.
You know, they switched it up.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah.
So, I mean, that's what they say, but I do like that they're like poking fun at it now. So, but yeah, I think the movie it's looking really good. I was really nervous because the trailer came out so late, and I was like, man, if this trailer comes out any later,
when the movie come out,
March, and I was really, because the last trailer we got was like September, and I was like, this is
was it September?
It was
that teaser.
Yeah, the first teaser that didn't really show anything at all. Yeah, I think it was sometime. It's been like 2 or 3 months, and I was like, that's a pretty long time considering like your movie comes out in like another month or two. That's a really long time to go without a trailer, and that was making me nervous. But even still, with this trailer, I mean, we all seen Fantastic Four 2015, and that was a colossal failure, despite the trailers, despite anything that anyone said about it, the cast, all that good stuff. For various reasons, it was just
I still have faith in Josh Trank.
He still has faith in Josh Trank. Also, there's a pretty good article on the fanboylair.wordpress.com. I call it Out of the Negative Zone. It's from back in 2015 about why a certain someone was optimistic about the new Fantastic Four movie. And you made very valid points. They were amazing. Don't get me wrong. It made me hype for the movie. And then we went and saw it, and we were just like,
look,
what is this?
I tried. Look, man. I don't know. I'm not even going to sit here and go about it again. I just know I have faith in Josh Trank. The House of Mouse had faith in Josh Trank. They say he's in line to direct the Boba Fett movie. He's going to redeem himself.
As long as they leave him alone and let the man work.
This is the House of Mouse. They don't look.
I'm just saying he did a damn good job on Chronicle.
Again, this is the House of Mouse. When was the last time you heard someone say they have an issue with studio directors? I mean, with the studio executives butting in, whether it be Star Wars, anything on Marvel.
I mean, pretty much never.
Except
with Edgar Wright, that was the only thing. And I think
that was a creative difference.
I think that was just creative difference.
Yeah, that was him. He wanted to make it more like his other 3 movies, like what was it, Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, stuff like that, more comedy driven. But this one was still had comedy. In Ant-Man, still had elements of his script.
Yeah, true.
In it, so
I'm curious though. I would love to read his script. I want to, because who was it? Who said it was like the best Marvel script he'd ever read?
I know somebody. Was it
James Gunn? Was it him?
I think so. Yeah.
Quoting James Gunn here on such a lowly podcast.
I mean, it was James Gunn. Only movie it is I didn't really bang with was and I saw most of it, Slither.
I like Slither.
I mean, maybe because every time I turned to it was just like on some gross shit. Like, what the fuck?
It was a gross movie.
Yeah, but still, it's like, what the fuck? But
had his homeboy Michael Rooker in it. It's amazing.
Did you ever notice that everybody have their homeboys?
Yeah, they got that one go-to person
that they always going to just put in a movie.
Yeah.
But so March 24th.
Yep.
Is the Power Rangers movie?
Yes, the power is on. That's what they used to say for the '95 movie.
I thought the power was yours. It's like, no, I know. It's Captain Planet.
Green-haired fella.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to see it.
I'm going to see it. I'm going to midnight release. I don't care if I have to work. I'm going to leave work early.
Yeah.
And go watch that movie, because I got my fingers crossed. I'm hoping it's really good. If it's not good, don't worry. You'll help me rant about it. Everything I didn't like about it on the podcast for that week of March 24th. So.
Look, dog, I know I'm not sure if I'm ready to use a babysitting ticket to go see that. March. Something. What else comes out in March?
It's something we should know that comes out in March. It's something pretty big, isn't it?
I don't know.
Maybe nothing. Maybe we're just making it up. Maybe there's nothing at all. Maybe the only movie coming out in March is Bond's Power Rangers. It's gonna get all the money that weekend.
Nah, I doubt that.
I doubt it too.
It may do well because you think about it.
All the kiddos are gonna go see it because they're just watching the newly aired Ninja Steel and they're gonna see how it's nothing like that.
Well, no, I think it's gonna be more so people our age.
I don't think people our age want to see it because of reasons. The suits are too alien. Alpha's got those big headlight eyes.
I know what it's going. I know what's going to beat Power Rangers.
What?
Beauty and the Beast.
Yep, that'll probably kill it.
It comes out a week before, but
I think it'll take both weekends.
Yeah,
I honestly believe it'll take both weekends. Power Rangers beats Beauty and the Beast, man. That'll be like. Never mind. It won't be like anything because it just won't happen.
I know I'm gonna have a solo mission. I'm gonna go see Train Spotting 2.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh man, you get drunk and watch that movie.
What was Train Spotting 1?
It's like a movie about drug addicts, but it was hilarious.
Oh, was it now?
It was. It got Johnny Lee Miller.
Yeah.
Was it Robert Carlyle?
Mm-hmm.
What's the chick that was on Boardwalk Empire? Kelly McDonald.
Okay.
Yo, it was a comical movie, but it's just like the shit they get into.
Yeah, be a co-host on a comic book movie podcast. I sure as hell don't know a lot of actors. So,
look,
or watch a lot of movies unless it has a superhero in it.
But that's my area. You talk about games and Power Rangers.
Don't just say games and Power Rangers. Let's just say games and games and Power Rangers.
Yeah, games and Power Rangers. I will sit here and bring up obscure movies that people should watch.
I do want to see Hollywoodland since Ben Affleck played Superman.
Yeah, see?
Hashtag get someone who can do both.
There you go. Superman, Batman, Daredevil.
Yeah, right?
Dude, have an identity crisis. Oh, Ghost in the Shell comes out in March. I guess I gotta watch the anime, right? I ain't see that shit.
It's on Vudu, on the Vudu.
I guess I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's got like a 93% from Rotten Tomatoes. And you know how Rotten Tomatoes is, man. They're pretty picky.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes.
One guy that does everything. One guy typing away at his computer, giving every DC movie a 26.
Jesus.
Hey.
Look, man, Rotten Tomatoes, me and them have a little disagreement. They keep judging certain Woody Allen movies that are worse than what they are. I ain't gonna go into it.
That was a joke, too, by the way. For all 4 people who listen to this podcast, Rotten Tomatoes is not one guy. Just in case you don't know, it is a collection of a bunch of different reviews across the internet, and it gives you a score. So when you see DC movies at 26%, it is not one guy who is just like, I love Marvel. It is not that. It is a bunch of other outlets.
Yeah, it's a bunch of guys
did not like those movies, and then there's a couple people who did, and that's how you got your 26% for Suicide Squad. But please argue me how that was a good movie.
I gave Suicide Squad 4 stars on my Vudu.
You gave it 4 stars for what? The paper thin plot, the bad acting, except for like what? Will Smith and Margot Robbie, and whoever played El Diablo, he was okay. But other than that, I mean, I'm not even gonna really blame those guys because it was what they were given to work with.
Look, dog, I enjoyed the movie. That's why I gave it 4 stars.
I enjoyed it too.
I didn't. I went in with the lowest of expectations, and they blew it out the fucking water. You get 4 stars. I don't even care if it's a pity 4 stars.
This is the one thing where me and you always disagree on. Like, just because we personally like a movie doesn't mean it's a good movie. You can give Suicide Squad 4
stars. But I gave it 4 stars. So
but it's not a good movie.
I gave it 4 stars. So how you gonna tell me you have an opinion, but your opinion's wrong?
I'm not saying you have an
opinion.
Fuck
out of here.
Opinion's wrong. I like Spider-Man.
All right, on to the next return of the CW shows. Right. So probably another thing we're gonna disagree on. I didn't like Supergirl this week.
Neither did I.
It was.
I don't know why you thought we were gonna disagree on that one. It was just an episode.
Yeah, and I mean, I get it had the episode. It had a feeling of a return from the actual season finale, not just the mid-season, the whole season. You know, the first episode of the season, which kind of lays a foundation for what's going to happen this whole season, like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But the first 43 or 40 minutes is fluff.
Yeah.
I guess since they blew their budget on their first episode with Superman,
The first two
episodes, like we gotta scale it back because we gotta save money for the Arrow crossover. So I just felt it was ho hum. I was just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I still like the chemistry of the cast, but I
didn't like that forced breakup between her sister and
the first time.
Boo. Yeah, on this just past episode, I'm just like, why did you do that?
It really did feel forced. Like she just turned, you know what? Fuck this. I'm done. Like
pretty much.
Whoa.
I don't want anything to do with you. So you can go ahead and go because I got other things to worry about, like Supergirl's missing.
Like
and I'm like, well, couldn't you just tell her that Supergirl's missing? You don't have to tell your sister, just tell her Supergirl's missing. Like I got a lot going on, so like if you can't help, I got to get back to this. I'll call you later.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, I'll call you later. She just flips out and breaks up with her right there on the spot.
She's. I even was caught back like, whoa.
Yeah,
that was.
I didn't see that coming. I'm just like, wow, that came out of like nowhere. Like, why would you do that?
Is this the type of person you are? Just.
And then, like, do you actually want to take her back, like, after that? Because if something else goes wrong, are you going to do the same thing?
Yeah, and
it's just like the writers are just, let's force a breakup, not to jump around shows, but like they forced a breakup with Oliver and Felicity and Arrow. Like, I mean, there were ways that you could have went about it. But the way that they went about it, I just felt as though I was like, no, that's too forced, man. Like, just let it happen naturally. Like, they were only together for like 7 episodes. Jeez, that's like.
But it felt like around that time with them two, it was the series was getting more so of a romantic. Hey, this was going what they call them, Olicity or whatever.
Oh yeah, Olicity. Yeah,
just see what's going on with them. It's like, yo, like motherfucker, you got people trying to kill you. You still wearing like. I don't know. I honestly, I will admit, the 4th season I kind of checked out on Arrow.
4th season,
that's Damien Dark. Yeah,
it was okay, but I don't think they should have had him fighting somebody so much more powerful than he is. Since everyone there is just like a human.
Yeah,
and then he has mystical powers, and I'm like, there were like 3 times during the season before you even got to the season finale where Damien Dark was literally about to just kill him. Like, literally, he was about to die right there. And I'm like, you shouldn't have had him fight him.
Yeah, well, that's one reason why I just checked out. Like, I mean, was it Neil McDonough?
Yeah, he did great as Damien Dark.
I like him in, a lot of people don't remember the movie Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Yeah, but he was in that. Was
he one of the angels in the...
No, he was one of the players who played for the Angels, and, he's like a dumbass pitcher. But he had the best setup ever, yo.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna have to send you that video. Because it's set up. You know, niggas hit the jaw, just check off this ball, go. Like, yo, just throw the damn ball. Yo, Danny Glover's getting pissed. Like, yo, you just throw the ball.
Only if we had a video so you could have seen the motion he did.
Yo, dog.
To simulate whatever he was doing.
Ball name was Whip Bass.
Whip Bass? Going on. Anyway, back to Supergirl. Yeah, it was just a so-so episode for me. I mean, I guess I get it. They're coming back because just about every episode that we're about to talk about was a so-so episode. And I don't even remember if I watched Arrow. Did you watch Arrow?
I did. No,
I didn't watch Arrow.
If it wasn't for this podcast, I swear I would say every freaking show should be binge watched for me.
Yeah.
I went through 9 hours of Arrow this week. Oh, yeah. 9 hours in 2 days.
You're right. I'm definitely catching up this week.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at it now. I'm like, yo, this Prometheus dude steps in.
Yeah, I love the music for Prometheus.
I never paid attention to the music.
Oh man, that music is so good. Like, every time he comes out,
like, dude. And then also they got the whole little theory that they saying is Malcolm. Tommy Merlin.
Oh no, he's dead. Or is he?
That's the whole thing.
Maybe Malcolm Merlin took him to the Lazarus pit.
That's what everybody's saying. That's the theory going around.
Yeah.
I would much rather take that than it be somebody else. I like that they stuck with Artemis being how she was on Young Justice.
Yeah.
She screwed him over. Like, oh, this shit's fucking awesome. Like, again, I watched 9 hours of it, so that's why I'm still like everything is fresh.
Yeah, I gotta watch the episode from Wednesday. I forgot about it.
Oh man,
I was so wrapped up in Legends Tomorrow, and then I watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I was just like, oh, I guess I'm done.
Yeah.
Guess I'm not.
Arrow, I gotta say Arrow was a strong episode, of course, like it has been for the last 2 years. Flash was just a Flash. I don't know what they're doing with the writers, but Flash has been on point for, what's this, 3 years now? This their third season?
Yep.
It's been their best show, I can say.
Hands down, Flash is the best show. The best. I think that's the best superhero like TV show. Not including anything from Netflix, because that's just not fair.
You can't.
You know, they
Different
only
set
have
of
13
rules.
episodes. They actually have the full 1 hour.
Yeah.
You know, and they can do so much more.
That's what I said. Different set of rules.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even have them come into the the picture, but Flash has just been great.
Yeah. Flash. This week's episode. I mean, I enjoyed it. I think I was playing like Monster Hunter while I was watching it though. But I did enjoy the episode, and I love how he's like, you know what, I'm gonna do alternative methods to stop the future from happening. I just won't die.
You believe in alternative facts, huh?
Barry does. He's like, all right, we're gonna stop this guy, but instead of it saying Flash stopped him, it'll say Kid Flash stopped him. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one.
I don't know, man. Also, a little side note, I feel like that Kid Flash costume don't translate to screen very well.
I mean, it's because of the one. Well, it's not because of the one they picked. I mean, that's the Kid Flash's costume. But I think it's the neck. He's got the Batman like full body turn going on.
Yeah.
So I think that's what sets it back. So maybe if they can adjust that, it might be a little bit better. But that's like the actual outfit. So I mean, it works okay.
I just sent you to John too. You gotta watch this. This dude slides up to the mound to pitch.
Oh yeah, I'll see it.
You can even start it at 30 seconds. You ain't even gotta worry about the 20 seconds. That's when you see the bull slide up to the mound. Dude's hilarious.
Like
Talking about Neil McDonough on Angels in the Outfield. This dude. But anyway, while you watching that, I'll talk about how great, Flash has been. I don't know, this past episode, again, I think it was another solid episode.
Yeah.
Like,
I think what sets the Flash apart is it does a really good job of getting to your emotions. So I'm not gonna hold you, like when and this is a spoiler alert for anyone who's not caught up in the Flash that decides to listen to this podcast and give us a 5th subscriber.
Yeah,
but
all 5 of you.
Yeah, but when Zoom kills Barry's dad, I'm just like, the way it happened, and Zoom's just like, this is gonna happen, Barry. And Barry's just like, no, please don't. And then, Henry's just like, it's okay, Barry. Everything's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. But, Zoom is like, yo, this is gonna happen. It's gonna make you stronger. This will make you better, Barry. It'll make you a better man. And his dad like, Barry, it's okay. I just want you to know that I love you, son. And the whole time, like, both these guys are talking to him. And Barry's just like, please don't do this. And he does it. And I'm just like,
I guess
I dropped to my knees and was like, no, and the show just goes right off right there. Wow. Or like even in the first season where he goes back in time finally to save his mom, and his future self looks at him and shakes his head and tells him not to do it.
See, I thought that was hot though. I just thought it was like, yo, no, dog, no, this isn't.
But it really makes you question the things that Barry does, especially beginning this season. How many people do you need to tell you not to go back in time to change the timeline before you actually don't do it? So Jay Garrick told you not to do it, right? Told you not to do anything like that. Eobard Thawne told you not to mess with time. Harrison Wells told you not to mess with time. Jay Garrick told you don't know what you're doing messing with time. Yourself from the future told you not to mess with time, and it really makes you think, like, maybe he told you that because he already knew about the events of Flashpoint.
Yeah.
You know, since you did it anyway. And all these people are saying, hey, Barry, leave time alone. Leave it alone. You can't change that.
Look, dog, apparently he changed our president, so, you know. I'm blaming everything on Barry. If Spider-Man Homecoming sucks, which it won't, I'm blaming it on Barry.
Thanks, Barry.
Yep, pretty much.
Messing with the timeline. Leave the timeline alone, Barry. When will you understand that sometimes these things just have to happen? Also, some news for the CW DC universe that Black Flash has been confirmed for multiple shows.
Yeah, I heard.
By multiple, I think it's just Legends Tomorrow and Flash, because I don't see what he'd be doing on Arrow or Supergirl. That would be weird.
Unless it's one of those things where, like always, Barry gotta go ask Oliver for some help.
Oh yeah. If I was Oliver, I'd be like, anytime Barry showed up, I'd be like, leave.
Yo, I like the banter between those two, between Barry and Oliver.
Yeah.
Especially in that the whole crossover episode when they're like, all right, we're going to train. Like, watch out, he'll shoot you. Like, he ain't going to shoot. No, he'll shoot you.
He'll shoot you.
First day I met him, he shot me. Like,
twice.
Like that. I thought that was like the best part because I still remember that first crossover. He was on train tracks. He ran across. Like, you just shot me, dog. You got all this speed. You better check what's going on around here before you start.
Exactly. I like that.
I actually like on Arrow his group, his new recruits or whatever.
Yeah, I like them. They're pretty good. I thought they were gonna take out Mr. Terrific because of his husband.
Yeah.
And I was just like, please don't take out Mr. Terrific. I was like, we got a black superhero who's actually like kicking ass in the show. You see how he stood up to Prometheus in that one episode?
Yeah, he stood. He stood up to him. It's like the way a bully stands. Somebody who's getting bullied stand up to the bully, but still get his ass whipped.
Yeah, it was funny too. He's just like how he tried to justify it to his husband.
Yeah.
He was like, "What do you do?" He's like, "Obviously not much. I just got my ass beat." And he's just like, "Yeah, okay, but I couldn't have done half of that."
Yeah.
You actually engaged in combat with him.
And got a couple blows in.
Exactly. Whereas I would have just dropped to the ground and curled up in a ball and died slowly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you weren't getting away from that one.
Yeah, that's when it's just like, shit, I don't know now. But it's my favorite character right now is still Renee, the boy Wild Dog.
Of course.
Yo, I mean, the way his character is, and you see his growth along with Oliver's, because it's like, when was the last time Oliver had somebody that he really butt heads with? Who kind of like, alright, Oliver takes him under their wing, but like, alright, I guess I'm working under you, but dog, you can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this shot. Like, dog, don't take the shot. I'm gonna take the shot anyway.
But you kind of see what they're doing there. They kind of like, he had his Dick Grayson with Arsenal. Yeah. Then with Red Arrow, Thea, he had his Tim Drake. But now he's got his Jason Todd. He's
trying to say this is Jason. Well, he do got guns. This is the only bull.
Mm-hmm. He don't use arrows.
He's offing people like crazy. Like, that's one thing as I'm watching. Like, y'all realizing this dude is running around with guns.
Yes, and he's shooting on sight.
He's offing everybody.
Does not care.
Like Oliver, like, I don't kill anymore. Wild Dog, like, I'll pick it up for you.
No, yeah, exactly.
I'll pick it up.
You won't put an arrow in his chest? I'll put two in his head. How about that? It's pretty cool. I do like the dynamic. I'm sad about Artemis. I mean, she'll probably come back and join Team Arrow again. I don't know. She's mad because he killed her parents. So,
but he did? What season was this?
I have no idea, but probably season 1.
Probably.
Because season 1 was the killing spree. That's what got me in the Arrow. I was like, wait, you mean this Green Arrow just goes around killing people?
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's actually pretty good. Matter of fact, you got me into Arrow.
I was in the Arrow once I saw Deathstroke's mask with an arrow through it on an island, and that was first episode, I think, first freaking scene.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, alright, he's gotta be in this series somewhere down the line.
And that was the best season of Arrow
with season 2. Yes.
Season 2 with Deathstroke. If you haven't seen season 2 with Deathstroke, please watch season 2 with Deathstroke. Everything he did.
Shadow.
Yeah, everything he did was so good in that season. It's like he could do no wrong in that season, and then he does wrong. Like, it was great. Every fight, the way his armor was, everything was, it was fantastic. I loved it. Best season of Arrow. I remember I was watching that when I was in El Paso, Texas, and I was like downloading the episodes on some crappy Wi-Fi at this place called Camp McGregor. And like every time an episode would come out, I'd wait till the next day and take 5 hours and download this one episode and be like, oh my goodness, it was just so great.
See, Arrow is what got me into binge watching these comic book shows, like,
yeah,
because it was the way they are. Is like you want to see what happens next. And Arrow, more so out of all other, out of the other 3 movies, Flash, Legends, and Supergirl, it's a slow burn with Arrow.
Yeah,
very slow, to the point where it's like a chore to watch it. But once it picks up, you're like, yo, this is getting good.
Yeah,
just like this whole thing going down with Prometheus is like, it irritates me that like every other season it is another Archer he has to go against. That is starting to kind of irritate. Like, come on, man, this is.
Well, what's the other Archer he went against besides
Merlin? Came back twice.
But he wasn't the main. He's only the main antagonist for season 1.
He's the main antagonist for season 1. But did you see there was no opposing Archer in season 2? But then even Merlin came back. It was like a multi-episode arc. He came back.
Yeah.
That's your opposing Archer again. And now was it season 4 was Damien Dark. Then season 5 now is another opposing Archer.
Well, don't worry. You don't have to worry about Michael Merlin coming back as an Archer since he lost a hand.
Duh.
And if you say yeah, so he's got like a little fake hand.
But he got the other hand too. Look, I won't put anybody.
You think he on Green Arrow like how the Green Arrow was in the Dark Knight Returns?
Look, I'm not
one arm shooting an arrow.
Not even that. I'm just saying like he got one hand, but it might be. I won't put it past the League of Shadows or League of Assassins to teach him to use his other hand. I don't know.
No, I don't think they like that guy too much right now after what happened with the whole Thea thing and.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Yeah. I don't think
so. But Talia showed up.
Oh, in this latest episode?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't see it.
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, I forgot you just said
I knew she was going to be in the episode, but
that's why I was like, yo, when I hit on my DVR, like, I don't have any more of them joints.
Yeah, I think I might go home tonight and watch it.
That, when she popped up, again, I remember hearing rumbles about it.
But wait, you got Talia Go popping up, but they still got to finish the thing with Laurel Lance, like, because she came back.
No, they tied that up.
In this last episode, they tied it up?
Yeah, they tied it up. They caught her, sent her back to. No, she's in Argus.
Oh, okay.
And Oliver's sitting here thinking,
I guess that's Black Siren.
Yeah, that's what they call her.
That's who she is. That's Sue Laurel from the season.
Yeah, I'm saying that's what that was. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was asking. That was Black Siren.
Yeah.
I
keep forgetting this. That was the episode after. That's how it ended.
Yeah.
With her coming back, but yeah, she's Black Siren. She started shit, and they caught her. But instead of sending her back to Star Lab, she put her in Argus.
Yeah.
So Oliver can try to redeem her soul or some. The good Laurel is still in there somewhere.
The good Laurel is still. How are you going to say the good Laurel is still in there somewhere when that's not the same Laurel that you knew?
Look,
same person.
I know, but
it looks like it.
That's what you say. I'm trying to reach her.
Oh no, I know. I'm saying that. I will be saying that to him. Like, this isn't the same Laurel. Like,
and that's
Laurel
what
died.
That's what Felicity was saying. Yeah. Like, that's not the same person.
Same person.
Yeah.
You can try all you want, but this one is evil. Like, some doppelgangers are cool, some are not. Unfortunately. Vibes doppelganger is not.
Witchcomb was pretty funny though. So Wild Dog has been Renee been trying to talk to Thea since like he first seen her.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, I wonder with all these multiverse, you think there was a time where me and her was together in high school, and was it Mr. Terrific? Boy was like, no, like I don't think. No, who said that? The poor Ragman was like, I don't think in any universe y'all was together. He's like, why not? And Thea like, you're not my type. And then Mr. Terrific was like, yeah, you got all these universes going on. Oh, snap. What if I'm straight in one of them? I was done. I'm like, seriously? That's such a bad thing now? But, that was pretty good. What was the Legends. I don't even remember. Oh, that was the George Lucas.
That was the George Lucas episode.
I remember calling Teresa like, "Yo, they doing the trash compactor. You see what?"
I picked up on it too. I was like, "Oh, this is how he gets the trash compactor in all of his Star Wars movie." I was like, so cool.
They did that, and it was another one. It was another little Easter egg.
Probably towards Indiana Jones, because I wouldn't catch that one.
It was something else that they did.
Yeah.
It was something else. And the whole thing is, they keep talking about George Lucas, the Indiana Jones. I thought it was Steven Spielberg. That was a Steven Spielberg thing, wasn't it? I know.
Was it both of them, or?
I know in Raiders, George Lucas did some scenes. He directed some scenes because
they make it seem like he made Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Because Spielberg had a new camera that Lucas used on, I think, Empire Strikes Back, not Empire Show on Fox. I don't watch that, but that's what I remember because I know Spielberg directed a scene in one of the Star Wars movies as well.
Well, here you go. He was one of the people that penned the story. So yeah, it says Steven Spielberg just directed the movie.
All right, he penned the story, sure.
Yeah, so
how many people's on that?
It was just 2.
Now, is it an ampersand or is it an and?
There's nothing right here. I'm looking at a Wikipedia page.
Because you gotta. I learned when it's the ampersand.
And a production company is Lucasfilms. So.
Well, I don't think this is when had his company yet. Did he?
Who, Spielberg?
Yeah.
Must not have. Yeah, this is 81, so probably not.
But I know they was those. I know those 2 movies were intertwined, and Spielberg and Lucas were like real tight. But again, I like the little Easter eggs that they was throwing in that episode. I felt that episode kind of, it did move the story a little bit, but it was more so a fan service episode.
Oh yeah, it was definitely fan service.
And I'm surprised they didn't get any type of well, Lucas is his own person, but I'm surprised they didn't get any type of pushback from Disney. So,
oh yeah.
Disney owns,
but they own Lucasfilms, not.
They own
itself.
They don't own George Lucas. What I'm saying, but they own the Star Wars properties and everything.
Slave to Mickey Mouse. Slave to the House of Mouse. But I think out of all the shows this week that I watched anyway, I think Legends had the best episode, but I don't know. I think if I watch Arrow, I might change my mind.
Oh, you saying out of the CW shows?
Yeah, for this week.
For this week, because I'm about to say
not
all together. And I said this to you. Was that Tuesday or whatever, or Wednesday? No, Tuesday night was Wednesday morning when I texted you. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with this. Well, we might as well take the segue in there.
Yeah.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in that the Life Model Decoy arc is fucking amazing. I understand they're not done with Ghost Rider. I understand they're not done with Ghost Rider. But this LMD arc is off the fucking chain.
I don't think Ghost Rider's coming back this season, though.
I don't care. I'm just saying they're not done with it.
Nah.
They're not done with that arc. But this is like a Battlestar Galactica where you're trying to figure out who's a Cylon and who's not. Like, who's a LMD? Because remember, he said... Did you see this? You saw that episode. Yeah. He said there's a third one, but I guess the third one was him. Spoilers.
Yeah.
But he's like, all right, you got me.
It only works if you say spoilers for 4.
No, look, disclaimer still there.
You gotta put a timestamp on this now. You gotta listen to the whole podcast again and put a timestamp right there so you can tell people, hey, spoilers ahead, because that's a big plot twist that
I'm sure all 4 of our listeners probably watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. by now, or if not, they don't watch it at all.
Yeah, you probably don't watch it at all.
Yeah, I feel like every time I feel like, yo, you watch Agents, I don't watch that shit. Like, duh.
And I think it's because of how like the first 3 seasons started, where I would be like, hey, look, like when the first season, it's a perfect example of this, where I'm just like, all right, man, this is getting pretty boring. And then whoa ho ho.
Well, I tell everybody,
look what just happened.
The April 1st episode.
The April 1st episode.
The April 1st episode, how they set that up, and then Winter Soldier came out the 4th. and then the 7th with that following episode was like the aftermath of Winter Soldier. I swear, if they would have put those 2 episodes on a Winter Soldier Blu-ray when it dropped, it wouldn't have felt out of place.
It would not have felt out of place.
It wouldn't have felt out of place.
And it was like full speed ahead to the end of the season. And they seem to have done that for 3 seasons. And I think this season here, this is the only time that it kind of came out the gate just like action packed with Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's like first episode. It's like Ghost Rider,
and it's the Ghost Rider we deserved, because even for a TV show, this Ghost Rider looked legit.
Yeah, it was much better than Nicolas Cage's outing as Ghost Rider.
Well, it's Nicolas Cage. Like,
well, he's done good movies.
National Treasure.
I wasn't gonna say that one, but yeah, that was a good one.
National Treasure 1 and 2 was good. What was good after that?
I can probably find something before that.
Everybody, well, his stuff in the 90s was good. The stuff he did with Jerry Bruckheimer,
yeah,
The Rock, Face Off, Con Air. Everybody liked those. Tell me you ain't like Con Air.
I know you got a fucking Face Off machine back there.
I know you got a fucking Face Off machine. You say you got change for you got 50 cents because it only take quarters. Like I gotta pay for it.
Yeah. Oh man, in case you're wondering, that's Jason Statham in Spy swearing up and down that his agency has a fucking face-off machine. They have to have one. But yeah, I mean, those 2 Ghost Rider movies were absolutely terrible. In the second, I don't know how you can outdo yourself in the second one. It's just like if they tried to make a Catwoman sequel. You'd be like, oh, there's no way they can make a worse Catwoman movie than this other Catwoman movie they had in 2004 or something like that.
That fucked up a Halle Berry career too.
She was really good, accepting a Razzie for it though. Did you see that?
Yeah, she had fun with it. But I'm just saying that kind of fucked her momentum up. Like you come off of Monsters, you came off of an Oscar win and did that.
It went the exact opposite. Like
that's like if I won an Oscar and then I went and directed The Wicker Man, starring Nicolas Cage.
You should have said Drive Angry. That'd have been better.
No, Did you see The Wicker Man?
Did you see Drive Angry?
This was after The Wicker Man. That kind of put his descent on it. You know, like he just fell into the pits of B movie hell, and like you're not coming out.
It's one thing to just do whatever movies you feel like. Samuel Jackson will do whatever movie he wants, right?
But that's the whole thing. His performance, even in shit, is still.
But he still is in good movies. Whereas Nicolas Cage is like, I'm going to do whatever I want. You know, kind of like Sam Jackson. I'll do whatever I want. But then he did The Wicker Man. He did Drive Angry. He did. Come on. What else is there? I know there's something else.
Next, Bangkok Dangerous.
Oh, Bangkok Dangerous. That dumb ass name. How did I forget that?
You watched it?
No, I wouldn't.
I haven't watched the Nicolas Cage movie since The Wicker Man. I wanted to throw. I don't believe in spousal abuse, but I wanted to throw that DVD at Teresa because she made me buy it.
She wanted you to buy it.
She's like, hey, I'm going to admit I bought The Covenant, which wasn't all that better, but I will watch that again before I will watch The Wicker Man.
Yeah, definitely.
At least The Covenant had superpowers and shit. Like
that's like watching. I'll watch I Am Number 4 before I watch like I don't know. Something that he was in Gone in 60. Not Gone in 60
No,
Seconds.
I forgot to add Gone in 60 Seconds.
That wasn't bad.
I
enjoyed it.
I imbibed a lot of marijuana that movie.
I think Gone in 60 Seconds was a better Fast and the Furious movie than everything after the first Fast.
Well, you don't like Fast and the Furious.
I don't like it because it's impossible. Most of them,
so are superhero movies.
But superhero movies aren't trying to be realistic.
Who said a Fast and the Furious movie trying to be realistic?
Did you see the first one? It's like the first. They would just.
Well, no, the first one
was just like, you know what?
No, the first one.
Fuck it.
After the first one, he's like, all right, what the fuck ever. But I know.
But it's like they try to outdo themselves.
I know you can.
Every movie.
I know 2 things. You can drift. That's the actual.
That's the third one.
That's the third one. You can drift.
But Tokyo Drift, I think, is the best one besides the first one. People are probably gonna be like, what? But did you see them stop, pull down that C-130 with some cars? That's not gonna happen in real life.
No, I say Tokyo Drift was the last. If you want to say grounded one, sure.
I think it was the best one.
I think the first one.
And
the first one made me want to get an all-black Honda Civic.
I said the best one other than the first one. So me saying something stupid like that just means that I think the first one was the best, and then Tokyo Drift will be next. That's how I'll put them. But but then you think about it, like those 2 movies, those 2 Fast and the Furious movies, I like both of those because of what? Like, street racing. That's why
that's what everybody wanted to go see him. Yeah,
exactly. And now instead of it's just like
they turned into heist movies.
Yeah, and it's like super car porn heist movies. That's like all they are. And I'm like, they don't race, they don't do anything fun anymore. I'm like, now they pulled down a C-130 with some cars. They stopped the C-130 from taking off with a couple cars. As I was watching, and then how long was that runway? But anyway,
that's what everybody was saying. Was how long was the runway?
That runway was the biggest runway I've ever seen. It could probably fit like 3-4.
Was that a Trump impersonation right there?
No,
that sounded like you was going into a.
This isn't a political podcast,
but it sounded like you looked up. You always make fun of him on this podcast. It's universal.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. It's not a political podcast. Gonna keep politics out of it.
You gonna scare away the Republicans?
Hey, listen, if they feel hurt because I said that or alternative statements or something like that, that's on them. I didn't say it.
All right, you right.
Said it. Anyway, so but yeah, like that movie is just super fake. But back to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The LMD arc is really good. I like it because it's exactly like you said. You can't tell who's an LMD, and that is what draws you in. You're like, all right, well, I didn't even know he was an LMD, nor did I know he had an LMD. Just like I didn't know he had an LMD for May. So, is anybody else an LMD? And how will we know?
Did you like this last episode? They actually showed. I actually like that they showed how they caught May.
Yeah,
you know,
like that, yeah.
Because I still remember when the season ended. I'm like, what?
I was like, when did they catch May?
When the hell this happened? But
I like that they went in and showed, like, hey, this is how we caught May. We caught her just like this.
Again, another spoiler. Was your head capped up when you thought she got to the roof?
Bruh, I thought she was home free.
I'm like, oh, snap. They're like, all right, good job. You got to the end of the... I'm like, oh, dang.
And then you know what the funny thing was? He said that giving her, like, the stone massage, he said, like, she knows it's not real because it's not something she'd be doing. She'd be fighting. Like, fighting was real to her.
Yeah.
So you have to have her fight. And I didn't even put two and two together because now all of a sudden she's constantly fighting. I'm like, wait, they sedated her. How was she awake again? And I'm just like, oh, well, forget it. Well, she wasn't really awake. It's like that episode of Rick and Morty where Rick is trying to get out of this alien spaceship.
I've only watched like 2 episodes.
I'm explaining it. So
Tiny Rick!
I'm Tiny Rick! But what happened was he can create this like black matter or whatever, right? And it fuels like spaceships to travel, right? And these aliens always catch him and try to and put him in like a hologram and try to get him to give them the recipe to make black matter. So what happened was he caught him. He was like walking around. He kind of knew he's the smartest person in the show at all points, right?
And he's a drunk.
Exactly. So anytime you think someone is getting over on him, just remember he's always the smartest person in the show. So he's like, he knew automatically it was a hologram, like a simulation. So the guy's like, oh, you got caught. It's a simulation. So then Rick like attacks him, gets out of the ship, and then it comes back. And he was like, oh, I bet you didn't know that it was a simulation inside of a simulation. And so it is like, it's so stupid that he's doing this. So, but like at the end of the episode, like he finds out that the only real person there that he was talking to was Jerry, the dad. So he takes Jerry, he gets out of the simulation, right? And Jerry's like, how do you know this just isn't another simulation? What happened was he's escaping, right? And he's like, the only way we can get out of here is to make the black matter. He's like, Morty, go in the back and get, these 3 ingredients. He got the 3 ingredients, right? And then it was like, what? We got you. It was a simulation inside of a simulation inside of a simulation. And now that we got your black matter recipe, you can go on and get out of here. So he's like, fine, whatever, you guys got me. I'll take whatever you need and just let me leave. So they gave him a spaceship, sent him on his way, right? So as he's like flying away, their spaceship explodes. And he was like, how did you know we weren't in a simulation? And that's just like the end of the episode. But they weren't. You should watch it though. It's continuity throughout the entire series. So one thing happens in episode 1, it will stay the same way through every single episode.
No, I know that. It's just one of those joints where it's like, what, the third season, fourth season, maybe? Oh, it's only the second?
Yeah.
Wow.
The second season ended in 2015, and they said at the end of the season that it might not be out for a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because I think, what's that? I think that show shared a connection with Gravity Falls.
I wouldn't know. So, I didn't do it, I didn't even watch the show as it aired.
Yeah.
I literally caught the show as like the last 2 episodes were airing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean the last 2 episodes of the second season. So I completely missed the Rick and Morty boat because season 1 and season 2 came out, I think, back to back. Like 1 year, season 1, the next year, season 2.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, might not be for a year and a half till you get season 3. And apparently it's supposed to come out sometime this year, but they haven't said.
Yeah, so, 1 second. Apparently on Reddit and everywhere it's saying that Rick and Morty is supposedly connected with Gravity Falls.
Oh, okay. I mean, I know it's a spinoff of Doc and Marty from Back to the Future.
Yeah, I know that. But back to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I gotta say one actor who's been killing it since he came on to the show, and that's John Hannah.
Hannah plays
Radcliffe. He's a scientist bull who...
Gotcha. Theo Radcliffe. Gotcha.
Theo Radcliffe. Holden?
Holden? That's his name?
Yeah.
Who am I thinking about?
Theo Ratliff? Basketball?
Ratliff. Nah.
I mean, I don't know.
Theo Ratliff. No one should lay eyes on him.
But no, ever since freaking he was in Spartacus, like, he changed my whole outlook on him.
Oh, he was in Spartacus, wasn't he?
Because when he was in those Brendan Fraser mummy movies, he was always like the little squirmy punk guy. But since he was in Spartacus, he was like a bad, undermining, despicable character, and now he's doing the same slimy bad guy shit, and he's doing it so well in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Like that type of mad scientist. Like, I was convinced he was on their side.
I was too.
And so when he flipped everything, like, oh shit. Like,
yeah, it was an oh shit moment.
Yeah.
I was super convinced. I was like, man, he really feels bad about all this and stuff. And then he's just like, nope, I want the Darkhold. Sorry.
And then, what you call him, I like how Fitz figured it out.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not trying to restore Ada. This is an investigation. I'm like, ooh.
Like, that was it was good seeing his character grow throughout the series too.
Yeah.
You know, even though he had to stutter and whatnot for a hot second.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like the bull. Was it Festus?
Festus. A wrestler?
Yeah, because remember, like, he had that brain damage from when he got dropped in the ocean.
Oh, yeah. That was his gimmick.
Yeah, but that's... I mean, I gotta say, I'm enjoying this season's of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, yeah.
They even had, they brought up the Sokovia Accords. Did you peep the little Luke Cage crossover Easter egg that they had at the beginning of the episode?
I did not.
That Jericho bullet. Remember
that's right. That was the Jericho bullet. I remember that.
Yeah.
When he fired that bullet, I was like, ooh.
Everybody got... You talk about message boards blowing up. They're like, yo, did you see that? And I was reading that they were saying, don't close the door on at least Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
With the TV shows crossing over, because they was like, they still don't really know. I mean, more than likely, Netflix is going to like extend the contract if they can, but
yeah.
After the Defenders, what's next?
Daredevil season 3, Jessica Jones season 2, Luke Cage season 2, Iron Fist season 2, and The Punisher.
Like, is Daredevil's up for it, right? Well, Jessica Jones, I think... No,
Daredevil's definitely getting the season 3.
I know,
they said
Jessica Jones, I remember Jessica Jones actually filming concurrently with the Defenders.
Really? So they're going to get Jessica Jones season 2 before Daredevil season 3?
Why not?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, you think about it, you wasn't even supposed to get a Daredevil season 2.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, these were supposed to be one-offs leading up to the Defenders.
Yeah.
Just the fact that everybody watched Daredevil, like me, I watched the first season twice. I'm on my second run-through of Jessica Jones now.
That's Jessica Jones.
That's a tough watch.
I was about to say, it's pretty hard to watch.
That's a tough watch, dog. Like, Dave Tennant is great, but it's a tough tough.
It's
Why?
Like, how do you go from the Doctor to the Purple Man to Scrooge McDuck? Like,
see, everybody look at him as the Doctor. I always look at him as Barty Crouch Jr. For all my Harry Potter fans out there, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
For all, probably 2 of you.
Yeah.
2 out of the 4.
2 out of the 4. 1 out of the 5.
Look, dog. Baseball, that's batting 250. That's good. That's good.
It's good enough for me.
Look.
I lower my standard to make myself feel better.
But no, like, Dave Tennant was great. Like, I found myself, like, it's taken me almost 2 months to watch Jessica Jones over. Like,
yeah, it was great watching it the first time, and then I'm just like, man, I can't sit through this.
Like,
again,
I feel for those people. Like, yo, he really fucked them people up.
Throw hot coffee in his face. I'm like, what a dick.
Like, it was
such a dick, boy.
Like,
damn.
It's the hot coffee part, but then it was the part when he had the bowl. Like, go ahead, turn the blender on.
Yeah.
You go put your hand. I'm like, yo, he's dude gonna do that shit. Like, yo, they about to really go on the. This is about to be graphic. And they're like, no, you good. I'm like,
turn into Saul.
I'm like, yo. But again, I was telling my brother, what made the show so great is the writing, because I think if you can make the audience sympathize or empathize with a villain,
yeah,
you're doing a good job. And you kind of felt bad for him.
I didn't do either, and I didn't feel bad for him.
His childhood, the way he grew up, like, this is what I am.
That sucks, but I was like, dude, you're a dick.
Yeah,
I understand.
Jessica said it like, so your excuses, nobody taught you how to be good? That's not a fucking excuse.
That's not an excuse.
But again, I felt like, yo, he got parent issues. He's maladjusted. Again, if you didn't get, his mommy and daddy didn't hug him enough.
I mean, listen, I do feel bad for him. Like, don't get me wrong. I was like, hey, look, man, that sucks. But like, you told this man to throw hot coffee in his face.
Yeah, he told, but then like, again, you think of all the shit he did. Like, he had the kids sit in the closet and pee on themselves and shit.
Exactly. I was like, dude, man, like, you kept in a comic, like, the things he did to Jessica Jones was so terrible. He like, oh, okay, you love me and only me. Now watch me have sex with these 2 girls. Yeah. Like, why? Like, who thinks of this? Like, to do? Like,
this shit was crazy.
It didn't make any sense. But yeah, I would like to see a Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. crossover. Maybe if Ghost Rider went to Netflix or something like that, they could do something like that, or even something as small as like a Luke Cage reference. Not even a reference, but like Luke Cage popped up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something like that. I mean,
imagine Mac and Luke Cage talking shit to each other.
I know, right?
I'm the resident big boy.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing, Cage? That's my shotgun.
Yeah, right? Yo, this dude got a shotgun with an axe. I never peeped that.
That's so badass. That's his weapon right there. It would have been nice to have let him keep the spirit of vengeance, and he's just like the Ghost Rider for the show.
Oh, yeah. That would have been
dope. We had a black Ghost Rider for, what, like 5 minutes?
5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Black Ghost Rider.
But, so have you saw pictures for the Defenders? And it's about an hour 15. That's not too bad.
No, that's not too bad. Yeah, I seen the pictures for the Defenders. These guys look like they're like on some like 80s sitcom or something like that.
Yeah, but Luke Cage, you got the shirt.
That joint like 22 Jump Street. You see it?
I'm looking forward to it. Oh, but we got that's what it was in March. Iron Fist.
Oh yeah, I knew it was something that was important.
March 17th.
Iron Fist, yeah. Won't be competing with Saban's Power Rangers, but still, Iron Fist, that is a big one right there.
Yeah, gotta stick with the tradition now. Every time a new Marvel series drop, I go buy 2 dozen crabs.
2 dozen crabs. That's
the crab down.
Budget for Marvel movies. 2 dozen.
Oh,
crabs.
dog, that's the move. Get 2 dozen crabs, sit down. I gotta wait till the kids go to sleep though.
Oh, they eat crabs now?
Oh yeah, little nigga. I want some crabs.
My kids don't eat crabs.
You put it in the butter? No, dog, get out of here. Like
you put it in the butter? Why they get their voices that deep?
That's how Trey. You put that shit in the butter.
They be talking all cool. Dad, I like things. Oh, those crabs, Dad.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you for a minute. Come here.
Let me come up off them crabs real smooth, clapping the hands together like, yo, dog.
Talk to you in my Mac voice. Just like this. Cause I'm Mac. I got a shotgun with an axe attached to it. I love my brother. And my little girl died.
You know who character I missed though? And I like it because he was hilarious.
Yeah.
The bull Trip.
Oh, Agent Triplet.
Yeah, because what you call was ready. Simmons.
Simmons, yeah. She was ready to give up.
She was on him.
She was like, I'm going to give you all of the buns. Agent Triplet.
I remember when he died, though. Now that one caught me off guard.
Oh, yeah, he got hit with the Terrigen Mist.
Yeah, dog. I remember watching the episode.
I thought it was going to be an Inhuman, and he just fell to pieces. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, dog. Again, nobody's watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, that's like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2.
Yeah, nobody's watching that.
Yeah, if you didn't watch Season 2 when it aired, you probably don't.
That's like having a casual wrestling show and talk about Ring of Honor. It's not happening. Yeah.
Talk about Ring of Honor. I'm like, who is Jay Lethal again?
Like, what?
I don't know. The Ring of Honor champ for like forever.
Yeah, so when he died, though, I remember I was asleep. I fell asleep watching that episode because I was binge watching.
Yeah. And
then I woke up and saw Daisy break out the
we all knew that was happening.
Yeah, I saw her break out, and then I was like, "Yo, why does bull just fall apart?" Well, I had to watch like the whole last sequence over, cause I'm like, "Yo, I don't know, this bull just fell apart."
It fell to pieces. Yeah, I mean, I have to laugh at that man's pain, but I was just like, "Oh well, can't have too many black people on the show." Yeah, I'm not trying to make this about a racial podcast just because.
No, but it's Disney. Disney actually will give you more than one.
I just thought, it was going to go the route of The Walking Dead every time.
Oh yeah,
Walking Dead. Oh,
you got a new
two black people on the show.
New black person.
Oh well, somebody got to go. So who gonna die? Who gonna die this episode? Same episode, this new black guy was introduced. We gonna kill off the old black guy.
That's like but as they said, leave it to Disney to give you a African prince the way he should be, right?
Exactly. Talking about T'Challa, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure we're on the same page there.
He says, a warrior and a prince. How can you keep your friend away from me?
Yeah.
Like, damn.
He was like, I don't think we met. My name's Clint. I don't care.
I don't care.
Dude was such a badass.
I'm so mad I gotta wait another year.
Yep.
Roughly a year.
But it's about 1 year. It should come out, February, right?
February 17th, I think.
Black History Month. Coming out right before, Martin Luther King's birthday, right?
Me and my younger brother, I told him we're gonna go in there. Black leather jackets, black glasses, one black glove, got a beret, and probably if the Cheeto is still in Chief, the Cheeto in Chief is still there, we're going to have shotguns.
Don't do that. Your ass, you ain't gonna make it through the whole movie. You gonna walk in, buy a ticket, they gonna look at you like, and start pointing at you and whispering. You can go in that joint, somebody gonna be like, excuse me, I don't feel comfortable with these guys in here with their black jackets and their berets.
That's gonna be every theater, dog. I would love to see the merchandise sell for Black Panther.
You know what's funny as hell? When I went to go see Django Unchained, I was just like
awkward.
I'm watching that movie. It wasn't awkward for me. Once he started killing them people, I started looking around and shit, and everybody just like, "Oh my god, they're using that word so much," and I'm just looking around like, "Oh, go ahead and say it." No, I'm playing.
But that's one thing about Quentin Tarantino. He uses that nigga says nigga a lot.
Yeah, I mean it was okay. It was a movie, but it was good.
But no, I'm just saying. Did you seen Pulp Fiction? Didn't you?
Do I have a sign that says dead nigger storage?
Yeah. When I first saw it, God.
Because I don't do dead nigger storage. That's why.
But then you got a black wife, like, dude.
Freaking hilarious.
Yep.
So what do you think they're going to do with this LMDs thing? You think they're going to introduce more, or is it just going to be those three? Do you think
they already introducing more? They're going to have what you call Patton Oswalt coming back.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's coming back. So he's going to be...
Okay, so I asked my brother this question. I asked him, I thought Patton Oswalt was an LMD. He said, no, I thought they were brothers. Triplets or something like that, or quadruplets. Are they quadruplets or are they LMDs?
I think they're LMDs.
I thought they were LMDs.
I
always thought they were LMDs.
I think they're LMDs programmed to say, that's my brother.
I'm quite sure we can take a look. Let's just ask Google.
If I ever meet Patton Oswalt, I just got to ask him to say, here's your lanyard. Here's your lanyard.
That was so cool. And they didn't Ward kill one of them?
Yep.
Yeah, bastard.
I was so tired of seeing him on screen, dog.
He got such a good death too.
Like I was. Which one?
Which one? when he actually killed Ward, not the thing in his body.
Okay, when he just did he like just leave his hand on it?
That's why he put his hand on his chest, and Ward just like that was crack, and I was like, ooh,
that was like what you call in the first Thor movie, where like when he knocked Loki down, and he got the hammer and just put it on Loki's chest, like you stay right there.
Oh yeah.
What was you looking up? The LMD?
Yeah.
I'm over here looking up the Black Panther movie.
Let's see here. Let's see if I can even figure it out.
February 16th, Black Panther. We gonna be there.
Oh, it says Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will answer Patton Oswalt LMD mystery, so I guess we don't know if he is.
I think he is.
I think he is too. Cause
I think it might be.
There's so many of them.
I think it might be one human and the rest of LMDs.
Yeah.
Because it was one joint where if you watch the trailer, they was like, "Didn't we give it to you?" Like, no, I don't remember y'all giving me anything.
Yeah.
And then Colson's like, "All right, we pretty much fucked up."
Yeah. I think we dropped the ball with this one.
Yeah. Well,
yep, right there, January 13th. It was posted. Patton Oswalt will return to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Can't wait for that. He's so funny.
Did you watch his Netflix?
He's got Netflix stand up?
Yeah, he got a couple on there.
Oh, no.
Talking for Clapping, I think that's what this new one is.
I'll have to take a look at him.
It's 2016, so it's actually fairly recent.
It's pretty recent.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if you have anything else related you want to speak on. Like, we went on a mad tangent.
We did, but that's the best thing about having these conversations, going on tangents.
And it doesn't help now. You got our surfaces in front of us now. It's like just
we can look at whatever we
just
want.
Pull up BS and huh.
We've got the power now. I think maybe we should do like a more focused podcast. Like
you say that every time.
No, I didn't say that every time. This is the first time they're going to hear this. I didn't say this the last time we recorded. But when I say that, I mean like something like where we like name our favorite movies. That's like the thing that podcast people do. Like, oh, we're gonna list our top movies of 2016. Something simple like that. Nothing like, okay, this is topic A, topic B. All
right. Well,
who cares about that?
Also, you want to have just a random, like your top 5 episode.
Why not? Maybe one day we'll do something like, our favorite Batman the Animated Series episode.
No, the joint when he fought Ra's al Ghul.
I don't know, man. Harvey Dent.
For me, like me and my younger brothers reenacted that fight scene in the dojo with Ra's al Ghul,
which it was great. Don't get me wrong, it was great
every freaking time.
It was one of the best have you ever seen. I think it was like 3 or 5 million people watching them two fight. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, we could do like something like that. Yeah. I mean, best movies again.
Oh, I think you know what would be even funnier? Worst movies instead of best movies.
Worst movies?
Oh, worst movies. Yeah, we could do worst superhero movies.
I can tell you right now: Darkman, Wicker Man.
You should just not gonna let the Wicker Man go. Huh?
I fucking hate that movie. Oh my goodness! Anybody ask you, like, what's Najee's most hated movie? Fucking Wicker Man.
Wicker Man. I want to remember
Wicker Man. That movie's terrible.
God awful. But yeah, we could do something like that. Worst movies would be pretty funny. We could talk about the Batnips for Batman and Robin or something like that.
I will watch those movies back to back like it's the Christmas story on Christmas Eve if it means I wouldn't have to watch The Wicker Man.
Wow, that's saying something. Now I want to see The Wicker Man to see how bad it is.
Dog, you don't like the best part of there's a joint on YouTube where they pasted together like the best parts or the worst parts of the movie, and the funniest parts is Nicolas Cage running around kicking. He's just like actually kicking females. Like,
I thought she was going to say he was kicking chickens.
No, he just he gets out of hand. First he jabs the chick. She comes at him again. He jab her again. It's like, I think he do like a roundhouse or a straight side kick.
Is this the Wicker Man?
Or the Wicker Man? The chick she flies into the like into a cabinet and breaks everything. And then he's running to go save another chick, and they try to get in his way. And I think he like super kicked this other chick. Like, dog.
Look at Nicolas Cage. He's such a ladies man. He's got to fight off all the ladies. He's kicking them in the walls.
It was one of those movies where when I first saw, like, yo, what the fuck going on? And then my younger brother sent it to me, and the whole time, like, he's pow, pow. And she kept coming, like, oh, boom! And she just flew into the wall. I'm like, and then, if anybody saw The Wicker Man, the bees scene, and like, yo, the bees were CGI. And this dude overreacted so much. You were like, yo, dog, it hurts. It's in my eyes. Oh my god. I'm like, I looked at Teresa when she, I'm like, yo, you wanted to see this shit. Like, are you serious?
Do you still have the DVD? I hope not. Or did you upgrade, get the Blu-ray copy?
The fuck out of here, man.
You get every other Blu-ray, so I figured, why not? Wicker Man.
Why would I buy it? I don't even think they put that shit on Blu-ray.
It wasn't even worth taking it from DVD and putting it on
It's not even a port worthy.
Damn, that's sad. That's saying something where you're not port worthy.
Wicker Man was horrible.
That name sounds horrible.
And the thing is, it was a remake.
I guarantee the remake was probably like...
Of course. It's like, better. Oh, here we go. It's another remake. The Day the Earth Stood Still. That movie was...
Yeah, the remake was kind of trash, I know.
Kinda. I wanted to kick Jaden Smith in the forehead like, young boy, man, this chick is trying to save your life and you acting like an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, like, man, they wrote him that way. It wasn't him.
Did you see After Earth?
Take a knee. Of course.
I did.
Take a knee. You didn't see After Earth? Take a knee. No. Take a knee. He says take a knee.
So what you call
like 7 times.
Here you go. Worst movies. Top 5 right there. Here you go. You have Wicker Man is number 1. I would say, what's that other movie I freaking hate? Lady in the Water, The Village.
Oh, come on now. We could just make a top 5 hated list with M. Night Shyamalan. Like, come on.
No, you know, I didn't care enough to get mad at Last Airbender, so that could be like number 6.
Nope, that would probably be like number 2 for me. Number 1 will forever be Batman and Robin. I hate that movie. I hate it. I hate that movie. I hate Joel Schumacher. We'll save this for another podcast.
No, Joel Schumacher, even though he almost terrible.
He almost single-handedly ruined Batman.
Yeah. But he did make a great movie, though. He did make, you ever see Falling Down?
Nope.
Oh, man, if you were an angry black man to relate to that, John.
Yeah, I'm not angry.
I said a angry black man would. I didn't say you are.
I was about to say, I'm not an angry black man, so I wouldn't relate to that.
Oh, man, that's...
But yeah, so I think we could do something like that. I think before we wrap up, why don't we take like 5 minutes and talk about something that we're playing? What are you playing?
Homework.
Playing homework.
I was playing Telltale's Batman.
Yeah.
Till I got to the last chapter. I'm like, I'm gonna fall back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna savor this game, but. I've just been doing, it sounds so pretentious, but I've been doing a lot of writing for my classes, like screenplay and everything. So I haven't gotten a chance to play any type of games. I've been watching more movies than actually playing games. So with movies I've been watching, we could run down the Woody Allen list. I watched Play It Again, Sam, which was awesome. It was that 1971 Woody Allen. I just watched was it To Rome with Love, I believe, or From Rome with Love? Midnight in Paris again, I think. And Trumbo. That's not a Woody Allen movie, but it's just fucking...
It's just a good movie.
Good movie. Everything, but I watch those movies because it kind of helps, like, with writing. Helps with my writing, because it's one of those things where I can watch it and other ideas will flow. So, again, I wish I was playing the games. I've been watching Trey play Lego Avengers like freaking crazy now, but other than that, I haven't really been playing the games. I'm going to get hopefully pretty soon Lego Dimensions.
Oh boy, they're gonna take your love of Legos.
Look, dog,
and upload them to the video game.
Look, dog, I'm going to fall down a rabbit hole. I know I am. I don't care.
You are.
I don't care.
Tumble on down the rabbit hole.
I don't care. Like Lego,
you're gonna land and take one step and step on the Lego.
I don't like. All I used to play was freaking Madden. Now I sold Madden. I got rid of that. So
yeah, I got rid of NBA 2K17 as well.
Yeah, like I realized sports games turn me into a person I don't want to be.
Exactly.
So
now I see why I stopped playing sports games, because they make me like extremely angry.
Yeah.
Because
so like,
I'll be like, it's not fair.
That's why I'm like, you know, fuck this. I'm selling this game. I got Batman. I played that for a bit.
Yeah.
I need to get a new Rocksmith course so I can play that. That's all, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what about you?
I have been playing Power Rangers Mega Battle. You probably liked it. I didn't even know that came out. Yeah, it's a side scrolling beat 'em up in the idea of like Streets of Rage.
Almost how the Scott Pilgrim joint was.
Yeah. It's not as good as the Scott Pilgrim one though. So waiting for that to become backwards compatible. Please hurry. But yeah, it's almost exactly like it in certain ways. Like there's no online play. It's only local co-op, and I don't know why they did that, but whatever. It's only local co-op.
It would. I guess it would fit into the theme.
To the retro theme.
Yeah, because remember Streets of Rage, Turtles in Time. All those games with side-scrolling beat-em-ups that were local co-op.
Yeah,
and that was part of the fun.
Well, I mean, some of those were made on like the Sega Genesis and arcade cabinet, so it's understandable if they didn't. No, I understand.
I'm just saying, but that's.
I know they want to get the nostalgia,
the full retro feel of it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's some things I like, some things I dislike about it. I mean, besides it being insanely hard, which I don't necessarily like, but I don't mind either.
A Power Rangers game that's difficult.
Yeah, exactly my point. Like the Super Nintendo one was the only hard one I ever played. But other than that, like it's pretty good. The controls are kind of iffy. Like there's sometimes where like after I do a combo, I hit like left or right, and my character doesn't move. And part of me was like, maybe it's my controller. It's not the controller, of course. I don't particularly like the way you upgrade. I mean, it's not the way you upgrade. It's how scarce Alpha is in the level, so you can upgrade. It's like, well, all right, I just leveled up. Where's Alpha? Well, guess what? He's not even on this stage because you already walked past him. So they gotta wait till you get to the next stage before you can upgrade, or you have to die. And I'm like, I think that's pretty bad.
Well, how much was the game? Like $12?
It was 15.
Yeah, so
I know I'm still gonna play it. I'm still gonna beat it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's things I don't like about every game, but that's one game I'm playing now. Now I'm playing Monster Hunter. Like I said before, I put like 50 hours into Monster Hunter. I mean, and that's playing at work too. So yeah,
see,
that's where I get the majority of my Monster Hunter time in, is from 6 to like 10 at work.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
Like I said, if the most gaming I normally get done is like that little week span I got in between classes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm trying to be a responsible person and get work done before I play the game.
Yeah.
And you ever had that when you get done doing something, I don't even feel like playing the game.
Yes.
So it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna just put a movie on. And now, you know, we got this podcast, so it's like I can't let shows pile up on the DVR.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm gonna be the one talking about Gotham next week.
Gotham. Yeah, we'll save Gotham for next week. I'll express my concerns for Gotham, and I want to watch.
Are you caught up?
No, I'm gonna watch some of them. I'm gonna watch some of them.
Go to Fox.com. They got the whole series.
Yeah, it's on Hulu too.
Yeah, I'm about to say you got my login information if anything.
Yeah,
but that's probably gonna be the next watch list. You know, when you came over.
Yeah, I seen
I was watching.
Catching up.
Yeah, so
Mad City. Mad City was the latest one, right?
Mad City is the subtitle. Like last year, it was Gotham Rise of the Villains. Then it was Wrath of the Villains.
Yeah.
For this season, it's all Gotham Mad City, and then the title of the episode. So I'm guessing the Mad Hatter's going to be going through this whole.
Yeah, and I guess that was what started in September, right? The Mad City one.
He came in, I think, episode 3.
Okay, so
like the first 2 episodes they still called it Mad City.
Yeah,
but the first 2 episodes is just like Jim Gordon's not with the police force. They're trying to recover after the ball let all the other bad guys out.
Yeah.
So the first 2 episodes were covering Mad City. Started, you know, this dude really came into the whole play to like the 3rd episode. I mean, it's not bad. Again, we'll talk about it next week when I'm really trying to power through to get to that Joker episode.
All right.
So,
Well, I guess that'll do it for us. Pretty much, if you want to read any more of anything that we have to say, I don't know if you actually want to read or see that. It might melt your eyes. But you can find us at the fanboylair.wordpress.com, and you can read some articles. We don't post too often, but every now and then I like to throw up something that something like the switches. I think that's the last article I put up, which I talked about today. But if you want to get an in-depth analysis and a breakdown of like my pros and cons for the Switch, you can go to the fanboylair.wordpress.com and check it out.
Yeah, if I ever follow through with it, I'll post up an article I write or something. It's just, I get the idea to write something, sit down in front of the computer, and I'm like, fuck it. Yeah. Dead serious. I'm the worst with that. I'm the worst.
It would help because then there would be more content on it.
Yeah, I know. I gotta contribute more content.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm working on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, he does write good pieces. Like I said, this is not a joke. Go to the fanboylair.wordpress.com and look out the article on Out of the Negative Zone, because it is a really well put together piece. Better than anything I can ever put out. You'll love it. You'll get hyped for the movie even though you already seen it, and then you'll go back and watch it and realize like, oh no, this movie's still a piece of shit.
Yeah. So that's what it is. We'll talk to you next week. Hopefully Rel will post this probably tomorrow or Monday.
Most certainly will.
All right, I've been Najee. This is Rel.
Thank you.
This is Fanboy Lair. We'll talk to you next time. Peace.